What's up, guys? This is Severin Steelsmith here. So I'm going to do a little kind of overview of some high-end picks I got this weekend. Want to try out some different companies. I've been a Jazz 3 user from Jim Dunlop, maybe 6 years. I guess that's not forever, but and that's this one right here. So this is kind of like my comfort zone when it comes to picks. And for acoustic, this is mostly for electric and jazz. For acoustic, I like these Dunlops 96 millimeter, the pink ones. But I wanted to try something different. And there are a lot of high-end pick companies out there, and just kind of like boutique, guitar amp. Everybody's kind of getting into the biz and listening to the players and trying to do something different, giving players options, which is great, I think. So I'm gonna check out some picks. The two companies are Gravity Pick and V-Pick. They're both. I have the Gravity Picks up here, up top right here, and the V-Picks are a large assortment down here. Basically, they're kind of like, the high end of picks. Like, I kind of consider the Jazz 3 the higher end, I guess, electric guitar pick, just because it's thicker. They tend to last longer. They're like 50 cents a piece, which I used to think that was expensive. But then, when you get into the high-end pick realm, what I'd kind of compare this to is this Gravity Picks. This is the classic 1.5 Mini. Very similar in size. And the V-Pick Euro. And coincidentally, these are actually my favorite ones right here. Like I said before, these are my favorites of the bunch. I'm a Jazz 3 guy. That's what I'm most comfortable with. I've been playing those for a while now. So the small pick for electric guitar really just feels right, But I really liked both the Gravity Picks Classic 1.5 Mini, and I also really liked the V-Pick Euro. And I'm not sure what the name Euro comes from. Is it European? I'm not sure. I think they just did it because it sounds cool. But the Mini and the Euro, the Mini is it feels a little bit thicker. And the one difference that I've noticed between this kind of pick, sort of like the ultra polished, plasticky, polyurethane, whatever material, is that when you compare it to, say, the Jim Dunlop Jazz 3, there's more of a point to it, and there's not really a beveled edge. So when you're playing, you tend to have more of like a high-endy attack, more of an attack on the string, versus this sort of tip. It kind of glides off the string a little bit faster when you're doing kind of fast stuff. But the only downfall to that is I guess this style has more of a definite attack versus this one. So I think this is ideal for jazz. Like, to be honest, I can't go back to the Jazz 3 for jazz stuff. Like on my Archtop, it doesn't sound as good. This sounds a lot smoother. And honestly, I like in the V-Pick Euro, same situation. Very, very smooth, just rounded edges, beautifully rounded. And I do also like the fact that they put the holes in there, and I think they did that for grip. If your hand gets sweaty, it'll assist that, and nice little airflow going in and out of there, so that's cool. But yeah, like I said, just kind of like different tools for the job, so to speak. I'll probably continue to use the Jazz 3 for my rock guitar stuff, just because they're less expensive, and if I lose one of these, I'm kind of out at least $3. But I'm gonna keep these on my Polytone Mini for my jazz needs. Maybe keep one in the case, but I don't want to lose these. These are great. And let me show you guys some of the other ones I got. So here's the rest of the assortment. Just tons of different shapes and sizes. And I didn't want to give you guys the impression that that you couldn't have a pointy pick. Like, for example, the Stiletto has a very sharp point to it. So if you want to get the kind of Jazz 3 thing with the point, this might be your ticket right there. Or the Gravity Picks Edge Mini, which is a little bit thicker. It's kind of like one of those like super thick Jazz picks, you know, like one of these. But this is also be great for kind of like a Jazz 3 alternative if you wanted a sharper point. And here's a thicker classic mini, sort of like this, but without the point. And as far as like quality differences between you know, Gravity Picks and V-Pick, they all look great. I mean, they're just all really well made. The V-Picks, they have a lot of different options, like the Duet. I'd probably never use something like this. It's just a little crazy. Chicken Picker, sort of like a, you know, all kind of going that teardrop like Jazz 3. This is a little bit elongated with the point. And then, you know, these are more like thinner medium sort of alternatives, tradition from V-Pick in different thicknesses. Switchblade is like a really thick, a really big Jazz 3. I guess those are, I forgot what those are called, like Jazz 3 XL or something. And this is sort of like your more typical, I guess, jazz guitar picks. Just really thick, really easy to hold on to, which is really cool. I like that in a way. And still have the point. So I think these are kind of more like old school jazz picks. But I just prefer the, you know, the smaller Jazz 3 kind of pick. But I mean, honestly, these are these better than regular picks? I think it just kind of depends what you're going for. They're definitely better made. They last a lot longer, for sure. I mean, it's kind of like Elixir strings versus regular strings, or maybe even to more of an extent. But I mean, you know, they're more expensive. But what you're paying for is for, I guess, durability, for longer lasting picks, and also you're paying for this kind of like beveled edge, like mirror shine, super smooth. So I thought about doing like a play test for you, but I mean, to be honest, I think most of what you get is from the feel and from the player's point of view. You know, you're really going to benefit there more than sound. I mean, you're going to benefit from sound, but I think that's really where you'll kind of like the extra money goes into is just how you feel when you play and how the pick attacks the string. So yeah, I love these picks. I would say check out Gravity or V-Pick. They're both awesome. They both have just different options for what you might be looking for. I don't think you could find something. I don't think you could not find what you're looking for. But yeah, I recommend both these companies. And thanks for sitting through a non-pedal or guitar test. I think picks are a really important part of your arsenal and part of the equation when it comes to, you know, playing. So thanks for watching, guys. Once again, my favorites of these groups, I like the V-Pick Euro and the Gravity Picks 1.5 Mini. Both awesome. If you're a Jazz 3 guy, check these out. Thanks for watching, guys.